What's up, everyone? It's your boy Norman Radd 89 here, and you know, 'tis the season for Christmas horror. And I just digested today recently a new horror film, Christmas themed horror film called The Killing Tree. It came out this year, and the director of this film is actually the director of Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. So I found that quite fascinating. And this is a film, like I said, about a killing Christmas tree. Literally, that's what it's about. So today we're going to talk about the positives, the negatives, the rating, and then I'm going to send you all home. So let's get into this video. Roll it. The Killing Tree is a new Christmas-themed horror film that just came out this year, starring Sarah T. Cohen, Marcus Massey, and like I said, it's directed by I don't know how to pronounce his name, so I'm very sorry, but it's the director who did Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. And today we're going to talk about The Killing Tree. This is quite a bonkers ride, for sure, as the main story is we follow a scorned lover who is trying to resurrect her executed husband. And when she does the spell, something goes wrong, and she ends up bringing him back as a Christmas tree. And he's able to talk and move around, walk and everything, and yeah, slay people. So today we're going to talk about my feelings on this film, and right into the positives right away is that this is just a fucking crazy bonkers idea. It's very like a Wild Ride original. Like, you can say it's stupid. You can be like, oh, this is a dumb B-movie type shit, you know what I mean, like whatever. But no, this is kind of like, it's kind of an original idea, and I like this concept. It's very out there. You know, you have to be committed for the ride, and there's some another great positive, strong Christmas themed vibes, you know, besides just the Christmas tree, the lighting. I like the score, like the theme for our Christmas tree killer when he's going around killing people. Like, it's got an iconic, similar, like, you know, kind of like Michael Myers theme. Not as great as John Carpenter's theme, but it's a cool, catchy theme that goes along with him. Another aspect of this film that I like is there are some attempts at some really good story in this film, as that we have a former person who is a survivor from one of the guy before he was a Christmas tree. He was a killer, a serial killer, and one of the people he's after is a survivor. And there's some real attempts at story, background stuff, and real character like development and growth and stuff. Is the dialogue that great? No, the writing's not good. We'll get into that later, but I like the attempt at actual story, you know what I mean? You can see it that this is a director who actually had like an idea in mind, you know what I mean? Wasn't trying to do this just to be some schlocky B-movie type bullshit. It actually has some attempts at some story and elements, you know, kind of practicing, maybe working for better films, you know, trying to hone his craft for later stuff. I do like the third act of this film, definitely. Once we get into the main crux of the film, the third act, the last 20 minutes is, you know, this film's pretty short. It's a short watch, and that's another good thing about it, is it's a short watch. It's about an hour and 13 minutes, but the last 20 minutes is when it really takes off, and I like that part of the film. That's the banger part, and they really go for it. Now let's get into the mixed and negatives, and one huge main negative with this film is there's some really bad CGI, and we use practical effects with the Christmas tree character, but then there's also some CGI elements. And what sucks is they didn't match the Christmas tree color lights to the practical effects. Like when they did the tree and it's moving and it's talking and it's actually a man in the tree suit, they didn't match those lights to the CGI lights. You know what I mean? Like when they did the animated stuff. So that was kind of stupid. Like, you know, there's some elements where you're like, oh, you guys really did drop the ball. Also, the kills are kind of weak in this film, and a lot of it is kind of off screen, and I'm not a huge fan of that. I really do like to see my stuff. I mean, I have a good imagination, and I can really picture a lot of things and picture creative things, but I'm always going to go the darkest, most deepest, crazy, evil route. And I know that already, you know what I mean? I want to see the special effects. I want to see what you guys can create. I want to see the different angles, you know what I mean? I want to see it all on screen. So kills off screen, I'm not a huge fan of that. And like I said, they're kind of weak sauce kills. There's like two really good ones, and the rest are kind of just not that great. One other thing about this film is it's only an hour and 13 minutes, and I like the fact that it's short. But we do spend too much time talking, and the dialogue isn't the best. Like I said, in my positives, I like the attempt at story and actual character arcs and development. but the dialogue definitely needed to be reworked, needed a new draft. You needed to rework that and go over it a third or second time, you know what I mean, to really hone your dialogue right, to get these characters talking correctly, because the dialogue just was awful. But I liked, like I said, the attempt at story and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, Killing Tree is still, like I said, a bonkers ride. It's one of those films you have to understand. It's in the same vein as like Gingerbread Man or Thanksgiving, or Happy Death Day to You. Like, it's kind of in the same vein as those films. Like, Happy Death Day is a much better film, of course, but The Killing Tree is still, like I said, interesting, silly film. And like I said, I can't wait to check out Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, because it's by the same director. And I believe he's also doing a sequel to that film. So it's like, he's kind of, I think this is just his wheelhouse. I think this is kind of like what this director, what he really likes to do, is this kind of subgenre of horror, which is kind of that really campy, cheesy, you're kind of bored walking, like looking around on Tubi or like Shudder, and you're like, oh, what the hell is that? And just based off the title and based off the way it looks, the poster, that's like how you're judging this film. And you're like, all right. Then you read the synopsis and you're like, what the fuck? And then you just dive into it and you're in for the ride. You know what I mean? That's this kind of film and what it is. But overall, in my book, The Killing Tree is going to get a 4 out of 10. Like I said, this is not a great film. This is not a good film. I would say in terms of enjoyment factor and an entertainment factor, I would probably give it like a 6 out of 10. But I would definitely, like I said, critic and coming at you, rating it and giving you the truth. This is definitely, like a 4 out of 10 film. This is not great. Not the greatest acting, not that great dialogue, but I like the concept. It's a wild ride, got some really strong Christmas vibes, and I'm all about that, especially this time of the year. When it's this time of the year, any kind of Christmas-themed horror film, I'm going to be watching, because, like I said, it's this time of the year, and that's what I really digest. And I just noticed my voice is cracking and sounding like shit, so I'm so sorry about that for this video. But thanks for sticking around with me, y'all, for this video of The Killing Tree. I hope you all enjoyed this review. Sorry, I just noticed my voice. I hope you all enjoyed this review. And in the comment section, let me know what you think of this film. This is like a wild idea. Have you seen this film? And if you haven't, it's currently streaming on Tubi for free. That's where you can check it out. That's where I watched it. And yeah, man, like I said, it's a quick watch and it's free, on Tubi, and you want some Christmas themed horror, go out there and check out this film. A tree going out there killing people, because they have some wild stuff. Like, I even seen the movie where they have the tire. It's literally like a tire going around killing people. There's some nutso stuff out there. And once you read the synopsis, there's certain movies like that where I'm just like, I'm fucking in. I'm in. Sign me up. I bought my ticket already, kind of thing. But I didn't have to buy a ticket because, like I said, it's free on Tubi. But thanks for sticking around with me all for this review of The Killing Tree, as I said, and let me know in the comments section what you think of this film. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you get more videos like this. There's going to be more Christmas-themed horror films and videos coming soon. I'm also going to be doing my Christmas Story versus Black Christmas, Bob Clark kind of film, because he did both of those films, and they're two really, really good Christmas films. And we're going to kind of do a versus video, so make sure you stay tuned to the channel for that video. But most importantly, I want you all to have a safe and happy day. Peace out.